Just about everyone in this quaint Outer Banks town is talking about the strange case of Dr. Gordon Piland. The 34-year-old physician is fighting felony charges of possessing and growing marijuana. Piland, a small-town practitioner from Hatteras Island, says bureaucratic red tape keeps him from getting pot through legal means. He wants it for his patients. North Carolina is one of 25 states where the use of marijuana is permitted to treat patients with cancer and glaucoma. It is also one of 3 states considered ideally suited to cultivate and raise marijuana. The only problem is growing it is against the law. Last August, Piland was arrested for allegedly raising over 100 pot plants in his front yard. His lawyers are relying on the defense of medical necessity. That is, they say Piland should go free because his duty as a physician to cure and reduce pain outweighs any harm that exists by the alleged possession. The prosecutors say North Carolina recognizes no such defense, and they're basing their case on the existing statutes. A 12-member jury will try the facts. Judge Preston Cornelius will determine the sentence and interpret the law. The case of Dr. Piland will test that law and determine just how far it goes. Howard Jaffe, Area 10 Eyewitness News, Manteo, North Carolina. When Dr. Piland came to court, it was to face his accusers. State prosecutors grilled the defendant on cross-examination about what he had done to prepare to administer marijuana to his patients. Piland admitted that few tests were conducted and that he'd contacted no state agencies for guidance. Observers thought his testimony damaging. The Hatteras physician maintains that he raised more than 100 pot plants so he could treat patients suffering the side effects of cancer therapy and glaucoma.
I was growing marijuana in use in the course of my medical practice, and yes, I feel justified that I was doing the right thing.
Later, the defense called the first in a string of expert witnesses who testified that the benefits of marijuana on cancer patients far outweigh any possible harm. Harvard psychiatrist Lester Grinspoon said pot is useful against the nausea and depression caused by chemotherapy. Piland's only defense is that he acted out of medical necessity, a doctrine not recognized in North Carolina. The court has yet to rule on whether to allow the defense of medical necessity. Dr. Piland's case depends on it. Right now, there's no telling when that ruling will come, but if Judge Cornelius rules in favor of the defense, it means that all the evidence that was heard with the jury out of the courtroom will have to be repeated with the jury present. Howard Jaffe, Area 10 Eyewitness News, Manteo, North Carolina.